Stop number 18 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the fourth and final plate race of the season. As we're here at Talladega Superspeedway in Talladega, Alabama for the running of the DieHard 500 as we are set for 29 laps of action on this 2.66 mile high bank trioval. Speeds upwards of over 200 miles an hour, 33 degrees of banking, and 18 in the trioval. And here's your starting lineup on the pole at 188 miles an hour. It is Cody McGurk, his first pole of the season in the Melling Performance Ford, car number 9. He is alongside car number 22, Mitchell Hodak, in the Maxwell House Ford. Second row, car 2, Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. He's alongside number 26 car, Tori Gossett, the Quaker State Ford. She's alongside Dylan Young, by the way, won the season at Dover. Going to row number 2, it's car 43, Mike Becker in the STP Pontiac, and number 33, Nathan Ormond in the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. Going to row number 4, it's car 75, the Raymont Oldsmobile of Laura Chung at the wheel. She's alongside number 18, Noah Sewell in the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Row number 5, car 25, Colin Cropley in the Kodiak Chevrolet. He's alongside number 5. It is Austin Reed in the Tide Chevrolet, a pair of Hendrick cars, looking for their first victories of the season. 6th row, car 21. It is the car Quentin Moore, winner at North Wilkesboro, and beside him is Kyle Matthews in car 21, the Mel Yellow Pontiac. Both of them carry in-car cameras in today's race. Next row down is car 4, Eric Monaco, two-time winner this season so far. He won at Michigan and at Richmond, the Kodak Chevrolet. And number 28, Keith Batson, another two-time winner. He won the last plate race we brought to you on the tour at Daytona in the Pepsi 400 when he took home that title there. He also won the season at Rockingham. Next row is car 52, the winner at Atlanta, Seth Cole in the Hurley Limo Ford. Number 71, the Big Apple Markets Ford, or Big Apple Market Chevrolet, we have Charles Sanford, who won his season at Bristol. Next round has the Charlotte 600 winner. It is Aubrey Scott in number 15, a former Talladega winner himself. And number 90, Caleb Fogler in a Split Fire Spark Plugs Pontiac, or Split Fire Spark Plugs Ford. He won his season at the first Pocono race. Next row is number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He's looking to get himself another Talladega victory this season here this season. He's looking for another Talladega win, I should say, overall. The GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3, and beside him is the number 1 car, Trent Dunham. He won his season at Riverside. Deaver won his season on a road course at Sonoma. Next we're down looking for the Talladega sweep. It is Raphael LeDuc in car 66, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Ford, and number 48, Wes McCoy in the Rebel Racing Pontiac. His car number is 48. Next one down is car number 30. That is Zachary Fitzwater in the Pennzoil Pontiac. And number 49, Tito McCoy in the Meritron Batteries Chevrolet. Next one down is number 8, Joshua Osborne, the winner of the second Pocono race this season, the Snickers Ford, car number 8. And number 17, it is Reggie Fogelman in the Western Auto Chevrolet, car 17. Next we're down, Christian Bracken in car number 12, the Rebestis Ford. And number 55, the Jasper Engines Ford, driven by Alexander Rowe. Next one down has number 68, Country Time Ford. It is the car of Ben Cohen. And number 98, Ryan Brommer sitting alongside. Next one down has car number 94, Dylan Potey in the Sunoco Ultra Ford. And Paul Minnick, the Daytona 500 winner, in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Next one down is number 16, Ali Liara in the Keystone Beer Ford, and number 10, that is the car of Andrew Miller in the Pure Leader Chevrolet. Next one down is number 7, Lyle Austin, the Hooters Ford, and the winner at Martinsville this season, Jessica Shelton, number 11, Budweiser Ford. And starting shotgun to field is car number 83, John Andrews at the wheel of the Purex Ford, car 83. So that's your starting lineup for today's DieHard 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. Cloudy day as it was also in the Winston 500. So if you saw how cloudy it was at the Winston 500, you'll know that these cars put up tremendous amounts of horsepower in these restrictor plate engines.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
And the command has been given to Vardy Engines. Has 37 cars thunder to life at Talladega Superspeedway. The air is electric. The fans are on their feet. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car comes on the pit road as we're set for green flag racing at Talladega Superspeedway. Cody McGurk and Mitchell Hodak, a pair of Fords, on the front row for this event here today. Start finish line would be right about here if this was Daytona, but alas, it is not. It is at the exit of the pit road. That's where the start finish line is at. We've seen a lot of great finishes at Talladega in this series. Green flag flies and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. Cody McGurk on the brake. Goes through turns number 1 and 2. Jumps out in front. Dylan Young in second position. Third is Mike Becker. Fourth position right now, belonging or trying for fourth, is Laura Chung and Mike Becker. Actually, Becker now jumps into third position as he tries to get by Dylan Young. Meantime, Dylan Young goes inside of Cody McGurk and goes for the top spot. The third in-car camera, but we mentioned Kyle Matthews and Quentin Moore has in-car cameras in today's event. The third camera rides in the car of Cole Deaver. That's your in-car cameras for today's race here at Talladega Superspeedway. And Colin Cropley trying to lead his first lap of the race as they come through start finish line. And I think he did. He indeed did. Colin Cropley leads his first lap of the race. First lap tied at 183.928 miles an hour. What a first lap speed it is, too. You remember they were about 187, 188 miles an hour on the first lap. The last time he was here for the Winston 500. Quentin Moore now jumps out in the top spot. Here comes Cole Deaver and Raphael LeDuc to the low side. LeDuc hopes to have that Canadian flag flying in victory lane again like he did in the Winston 500. The last time he was here, and when LeDuc won the race, and in fact, he passed Cole Deaver coming to the start-finish line, I think, on the last lap. No, he actually held off Cole Deaver to win that race, and now LeDuc hung up on the outside as Deaver tries to go inside to pass the 21 car of Quentin Moore. Does not work, and Moore leads the second lap. And the second lap tied at 198.105 miles an hour. They are... In fact, already we see a 200 mile an hour lap already. That was Lyle Austin at 200.23 miles per hour in his number 7 Hooters Ford. And now through turns number 3 and 4, and they're 4 wide for about 4th position right there as they come out the 4th turn. As you see, Ali Layara way down the inside. Dylan Poteet trying to make it 3 wide for the top spot, and they're going to be 3 wide between him, Fitzwater, and Deaver. 4 wide for now they're 5 wide. 5 wide in turn number 1. They better. Oh no! I don't like to look at this. And they're wrecking off turn number 2. Eric Monaco is involved. I see the 15 car of Aubrey Scott. Ali Liaro is involved. Seth Cole is involved. The pole sitter Cody McGurk. Colin Cropley is involved. Alexander Rowe is involved. Cole Deaver, Charles Sanford, Tori Gossett, she's also involved. Zachary Fitzwater, the 30 car, he was involved. There was Noah Sewell in the 18 car. There's Eric Monaco, the 4 car. Monaco, I felt like he had a pretty darn good shot to maybe do it here today at Talladega. A little bit of damage to Nathan Orman's car. There's Dylan Young, Quentin Moore. We'll look and see if anybody's clean right there. Mitchell Hodak, Jessica Shelton. Yep, they're both clean. The 22 and the 11 cars both, so they could both still make a go at it. But caution flag flies for the first time on lap number 4 of the DieHard 500. Let's take a look. We'll take a look again as to what happened. And here's a look at what happened through turns number 3 and 4. They got 5 wide, or turns number 1 and 2. They got 5 wide, and there's the overall mayhem that caused her there. As you saw, the 55 car of Alexander Rowe got on top of Cole Deaver's car. a look at what happened right there. There's where, yeah, Rowe pushed into Liara and pushed him in the Fitzwater. And good job by some of those cars down below right there. You see the 55 car. Actually, he got on top of Seth Cole's car, not Cole Deaver's. Right there, and several cars damaged up right there. And you know, you see, yeah, Charles Sanford is all damaged up. So is Deaver. So is Gossett. You saw Alexander Rowe and Eric Monaco and the 18 car of Noah Sewell also involved. There's Tito McCoy in the 49 car. He had a really good run the last time he was here at Talladega. So in fact, both the McCoys had a good run the last time he was here, but alas, it's not going to happen for them today. So back to live action here. You see Nathan Ormond in 33 car. He is running right now in the 24th position. So, and the car's out of the race here. Well, the list looks like this. It is Eric Monaco, Ali Liara is out of the race, Tito McCoy, and Alexander Rowe. The cars of Cole Deaver, Zachary Fitzwater, Charles Sanford, Tori Gossett, and the 18 car of Noah Sewell are all not on the lead lap. So Dylan Poteet is your leader here at Talladega Super Speedway as he won the respective start-finish lines to take the yellow flag. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Pace car on the pit road right now as the yellow flag's about to be replaced by the green flag here at Talladega Super Speedway. Dylan Poteet is your leader. Second is Ben Cohen. Third is Austin Reed. Fourth is Christian Bracken. And fifth position belongs to Laura Chung. That's how they run right now. Sixth is Trent Dunham. Seventh is Lyle Austin. Eighth is John Andrews, who started this race dead last in the field, is up to 8th place. 9th is Raphael Leduc. And 10th is Ryan Brommer. That's how they run right now. They were averaging almost 196 miles an hour before the yellow flag flew, and Laura Chung's got problems in the 75 car. Laura Chung, the number 75 Raymond Oldsmobile, who restarted this race in 5th position. And that is obviously a mechanical problem. She is going to be stopped on the apron of the track. And I'm not sure that's going to bring out a yellow flag right there as the cars are separated right now from the pack because of that whole deal. As you see, Trent Dunham leading down the second pack down right there, trying to chase down the first pack. That is Ben Cohen, your leader right now. Austin Reed, second position. Third is Christian Bracken. Fourth is Dylan Poteet. Poteet, of course, got shuffled back right now, and now the second pack should be able to catch up. On board, Quentin Moore's car in car 21, as you see right there, the second pack is catching the front. Trent Dunham leading that second pack of cars right there. Now Austin Reed goes to the lead in car number 5. Hey, that rhymes. As they come down the front stretch, and Moore way down the apron on the track right there, actually was in the bottom of the track. Paul Minnick cuts in front of him right now in 6 cars. They come down the start-finish line, completing their lap. And look at that lap by Quentin Moore, 2:01.215. That's only 4th quickest lap of the race right there. Best lap so far is 2:01.923, set by Mitchell Hodak, who right now is up in the top 10 for the time being for the moment. John Anderson up there as well too in the 83 car, and don't look now, but here comes that number 11, Jessica Shelton. Boiser Ford jumps out into the top 10. Jessica had a very fast car in practice right there, and she hoping. Well, I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to sound like a broken record every time we go to Talladega about you know what. But anyway, but Shelton is closing in on that top spot right now as they come out into turn number 1 right now, and now goes right inside of both Paul Minnick and Mitchell Hodak and gets by them both. And now she goes in, and now she comes to the back of Reggie Fogelman, who led the last time by at 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, and now Shelton. I thought for a second Joshua Osborne was going to stick with her right there. Now Dylan Young pulls in behind the 11 car, and there comes that 33 car. Not Paul Minnick. Nathan Ormond. Caleb Fogler up in that bunch as well, too. And the number 90 machine as they come on the front stretch now. And Shelton looks to me like she'll lead this lap over everybody else right there. Start-finish line. Shelton, as we mentioned, had a very fast car in practice in happy hour. Wes McCoy making a move, trying to push Rafael LeDuc. Now LeDuc pulls in front of Lyle Austin, but meantime, this 98 car, Ryan Brommer, he now pulls in behind. Shelton tries to catch a sniff of the draft off of the number 11 machine. But I tell you, look at Shelton's car. She is just, I don't know what kind of setup they got in that number 11 machine, but they have got whatever, but they've got something working in her favor right now. Rafael LeDuc's got a very tight draft right there on that number 98 card. He's going to need to stay in line right there. Trying to stay in line right there, but the positions keep on shuffling right now as they come down the backstretch now. Here comes the 42 car, Kyle Matthews to the low side. And he's going to stay in behind the number 9 car, Cody McGurk. McGurk again was the pole sitter, and McGurk, I think, was one of the cars involved in that crash earlier. And he evidently had no damage to that number 9 machine right there, and they're still not making a move on Jessica Shelton. Pretty strange there at Talladega, I will definitely say that. You don't see that very often, a driver leading a couple laps consecutively. You saw Rafael LeDuc do that at less than 500, but as you jump on board now with Kyle Matthews in the number 42 Nelly Yellow Pontiac, and there is Laura Chung's car. Apparently, whatever happened to Laura's car has been repaired. So, in the 75 car is going to need a caution flag, definitely, to get herself back up in the pack. She right now, let's see if she is right now in 4 laps down in 28th position right there. And there's all the cars that was out of the race because of that crash right there. Eric Monaco, Ali Liara is out of the race here, so it's Cole Deaver, so is Zachary Fitzwater, Alexander Rowe, Charles Sanford, Noah Sewell, Tori Gossett, and the 49 car of Tito McCoy. All those cars out of the race, so 9 cars out of the event here there, and 27 cars, or 28 cars remain in this race, and 27 of them on the lead lap. Laura Chung, the only car a lap or more down. Kyle Matthews trying to stand behind Shelton, but here comes Noah Sewell. Here comes 22 car of Mitchell Hodak, and he seems to have a pretty fast car as well too. That number 22 Maxwell House machine. And Shelton has just led. I think that was the 4th consecutive lap she's led. I think she does. I think she has got a very fast car right now. Obviously, in that number 11 Bubba's machine. Now you remember, a few seasons ago, she dominated the Daytona 500 a few seasons back and where she won that race. So, and it's not often, like I said, you see a race at Talladega dominated by somebody who leads consecutive laps here. So, and they're wanting to know what's going on with that number 11 car, because that car is very stout. But they are trying to keep up with Jessica. There is no question about it. Here comes, as you saw, the 17 car of Reggie Fogelman go to the inside lane trying to get back past. You remember she took the lead from, as we watched the battle going on in the middle of the pack right there. Keith Batson, Mike Becker, 68 car of Ben Cohen in that bunch as well too. Nathan Orman. There is Dylan Poteet, 94 car. He was the one, you remember, he led on the restart. John Andrews in the 83 car. You remember he started this race dead last, and he moved his way up in the top 10 briefly, and now he caught up to the back of Laura Chung in a 75 car, about to catch up the back of the number 75 machine. And Laura High side goes Laura Chung right there, and Reggie Fogelman goes back to the top spot now. Number 17 Machines that come on the backstretch now. And here comes number 5. That is Austin Reed. And you remember Austin Reed, he said he wants to win this race. He wants to win so badly all season. As Fogelman jumps out in front now. Well, he did jump out in front. Here comes number 743 car. That is Mike Becker. STP Pontiac jumps out in front now. And somebody's up ahead right there. That was Aubrey Scott in the 15 car. He's heard him kind of slow on the track right there. 10 laps to go, but we're here at Talladega Super Speedway. Ryan Brommer trying to go for third position as he's now behind Trent Dunham in car number 1. Off in the turn 3 right now, still keeping it 3 wide here. And how about the 48 car? How about Wes McCoy in the 48 Wemple Furniture Pontiac now up to second position now. Trying for the lead here. Nope, here comes Cody McGurk, the number Melanie Performance Ford, and they're going to be 4 wide on the tri-oval. Dylan Young down the low side of the track as they go into turn number 1. He's got Kyle Matthews behind him in the pair of two of the We the Coasters guys. Oh boy, I do not like the look of this going down the backstretch right there. 4 wide. Cody McGurk, he is leaning on that 48 car of Wes McCoy. And some drivers behind him are going to be in a very vulnerable position. Well, they are in a vulnerable position. The eye of the storm at Talladega Super Speedway and 4 wide, as we all know, never works. Well, it did this time, but they are slicing and dicing here at Talladega now with 9 laps to go. Well, 8 laps to go now, excuse me, on that one. That completed lap number 21. And Nathan Orman's got a problem. Car 33, something wrong with the Skull Classic Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. He is gaining speed now, but he dropped out of the pack. And I tell you, the way they are racing right now, that may be a smart move out of Nathan Orman, provided he does not have a problem with that number 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. And maybe a smart move out of Orman is, whoa, and Austin Reed got darn close to the 75 of Laura Chung. Seven laps to go. And Orman on pit road now, that number 33 machine, so apparently 65 miles an hour on pit road for the Skull Classic Oldsmobile, and he had a tremendous qualifying run too. He started his race in, I think, in 6th position. Orman had high hopes for maybe a victory here today, and his tire failure on the 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile, so flat tire late in the going in the DieHard 500. Laura Chung, again, let's remember she's not on the lead lap in a 75 machine. She is, but she can play spoiler. She can play spoiler here. +200 miles an hour here at Talladega Super Speedway, and out to those front. Leading the last time I was Joshua Osborne in car number 8. Looking for 2 wins in a row. He won the last race on the Tour at Pocono. He's a former Talladega winner himself, and Lyle Austin, can he pull up an upset here? To turn number 3 they come right there, and they're catching the lap car of Nathan Ormond. What's going to happen now? They may catch him. I think the next lap is what it's looking like here. 3 wide down the low side, Mike Becker, 43 car to the low side, the King Richard Petty cars. And here comes that number 11, back to the low side, Jessica Shelton. I can tell you, Jessica Shelton's got a fast car. Watch that 11 car, guys. Ormond down the low side of the track right there. He's going to get out of at least we're going to get out of the way of Mike Becker and Jessica Shelton, I think, but he's going to troll Lyle Austin and Dylan Poteen and Joshua Osborne. And now here comes Quentin Moore up behind in car 21 car. On board with Quentin Moore in car 21 to sit go forward, and Shelton ducks way down the low side now. Four laps to go at Talladega. Shelton, low side, takes the lead from Becker. Cody McGurk, right behind her, the pole sitter in car number 9. Fogelman up to 3rd. There's Kyle Matthews' point of view in car 42. Trying to get himself a Talladega victory. Keith Batson up ahead of him. Looking to make it 2 in a row in the plate tricks. He won the 400 at Daytona. Matthews to the low side. LeDuc goes lower now. 3 laps remaining for Jessica Shelton. Matthews closing up a little bit on that number 42 car. LeDuc dives inside. Trent Dunham up behind the 42 machine. Cody McGurk. The number 9 card. No, here comes the number 98 card. That is Ryan Brummer. And Wes McCoy. Can he get himself a top 10? Maybe a top 5 possibly here if he can stay right in this group here. Dylan Young up behind him. Dunham. Low side for 2nd place now. Matthews cuts him off now. 2 laps to go at Talladega. Riding with Quentin Moore in car number 21. Dylan Young scoops back up in front of the 21 machine. Here comes, and whoa, Dunham! Like Quentin Moore came up with a head of steam on number 20 on Dunham's Oldsmobile now. Lap car up ahead, that is Aubrey Scott in the number 15 machine. That'll be the white flag this time by. Can Jessica Shelton finally win Talladega? The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining in the DieHard 500. Aubrey Scott in the 15 car. Shelton on the high side. She has got the 98 car of Ryan Brummer behind. What's Brummer going to do in that number 98 machine? Backstretch now. 15 car is held up to 42. The 1 and the 21 cars. Spoils the party for those guys. But Moore appears to have a little bit of momentum as they come up the 4th turn right now. Here they come to start-finish line. Does Brummer make a move to the low side? He is not going to do so. She's been 2nd twice at Talladega. She's crossed this track off the bucket list, and the DieHard 500 in Talladega finally belongs to Jessica Shelton. The number 11 Budweiser Ford now joins the 2-win club. She won Martinsville this season, and now she has finally crossed Talladega off of her bucket list. I tell you what, that 11 car was like a rocket ship that whole race. And I tell you what, I've never seen a car dominate Talladega before, to be honest. I really never have. But I tell you what, you can't say a lot of drivers weren't taking cheap shots that are coming to the last few laps of this race right there. Ryan Brummer comes from 2nd position. 3rd place goes to Quentin Moore. 4th goes to Mike Becker. 5th place goes to Rafael LeDuc. Short of the Talladega sweep, but still a great day for the number 66 team. 7th place goes to Joshua Osborne, or 6th place goes to Joshua Osborne. 7th to Caleb Fogler. A great day for the number 90 team. And he thought about leaving that 90 team mid-season, and he thought about it. Yeah, good thing for Caleb he didn't. So Caleb Vogel comes in 7th position. Christian Bracken, how about that number 12 team, comes on in 8th spot. 9th goes to Trent Dunham. And Wes McCoy, the 48 team, comes on in 10th position. A great run for that James Hilton ride in his Pontiac. Mitchell Hodak comes home in 11th position. Kyle Matthews got shuffled back to 12th position. Andrew Miller, we haven't talked about him at all today. He ends up finishing 13th. Lyle Austin, the Hooters Ford, he started the same row as Sheldon. He ends up finishing 14th. John Andrews from last to 15th position. A 22-spot game for John Andrews. Great day for that number 83 team. Austin Reed, 16th position. 17th goes to Paul Minnick. 18th, Ben Cohen. 19th, Keith Batson. And Dylan Poteet, who led after the restart. He ends up finishing 20th in today's event. Cody McKirk, the pole sitter, 21st. 22nd goes to Dylan Young. 23rd, Reggie Fogelman. 24th, Seth Cole. Colin Cropley, 25th, the last car on the lead lap, finishing 25th in car 25. Nathan Orman, 26th position. 27th goes to Aubrey Scott. 28th goes to Laura Chung. 28 cars finish this race, and 25 of them on the lead lap. Cars out of the race here. Eric Monaco, who was the points leader coming into this event, too. By the way, too, he ends up 29th in today's event. So next race on the tour will be the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is next on the tour. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming Show. We got everything on the show. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever president of the NNSCRA set goals are to have for show. Be sure to check out Set Store Sell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. If you want in on future seasons of Set Series, be sure to give us Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other 2 channels of this NNSCRA offline channel, being X667 on FAX and Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also be sure to check out our and subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff as well too. And also the channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel, for some cool stuff. Subscribe to this channel for some cool stuff as well too. And also the channel that Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews does together, the channel being We the Coaster. So if you're a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fan, We the Coaster is the channel for you, and subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Talladega Super Speedway. Congratulations once again, finally, to Jessica Shelton, as she finally wins Talladega. And she said she wanted to win the DieHard 500. Well, guess what? This is the DieHard 500. The race that she wanted to win the most. I've been laughing at her first win. Talladega win would have been the Winston 500. I would have laughed on that, to be honest. But anyway, average speed 160.685 miles per hour. The average speed here today in today's event is and for now, James Colson is in production on NNSCRA, celebrating 11 years of off-road racing. Special. We'll see you at Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400.